Hi everyone, and welcome to the Puzzled Pilgrim with me, your host, Dismas the Pilgrim. We'll be going through the daily puzzles of Starstruck, and my ad manager is doing strange things. Today we're going to be going through some of the daily puzzles from Netflix, namely the Starstruck and their Sudoku. We'll also be having a look at the New York Times for Wordle and Pips. After that, we'll be doing some puzzles from chess.com, namely the daily puzzles or the daily puzzle. I might also cover yesterday's with me having not streamed yesterday. And we'll also be doing a handful of their more general puzzles. After that, we'll be checking out some of the puzzles from the Telegraph. Okay then. So with that, I think we'll start with Netflix Starstruck. It is one of my favorites. The general rules are we need to place exactly one star in each row, column, and colored region, and stars cannot touch. We do not track the wins for the easy, as I use it for a warm-up. So let's get into it. So a couple of things to note straight away is the ones that are straight, so like this purplish one here. All of the purple is contained entirely in this row, so it cannot be in. So, and that counts for all the other ones as well. Another way we could have looked at it to get the same thing is across this row, the star must be in brown, which means it can't be anywhere else in brown. Okay, so with ones that are only 3 long, all 3 squares touch the middle on either side, like that. You also get that here. And then this blocks out these ones, because both of them touch. That gives us this one. Okay, that's a nice little warm-up. Like quite an easy one, that one. Okay, so like the landing page there for the puzzles seems to be bugged at the moment. I need to manually refresh after coming out of the puzzle to get back into the next difficulty. Alright, so same rules apply, just the logic's a little harder. I'll explain as I go. And I will just get my pen set up and ready. Okay, so a couple of things to notice here. Start with the first one I saw. So in these 2 columns, the only place that a star can go is in this dark blue, light purple, and in orange, which means it can't appear anywhere else in orange. And then, no, I thought I'd seen something else, but I was reading ahead a little too far. That's okay. Let's see, what else have we got? So this strange shape with brown here, you'll notice that all of them are touching or can see this square. We've got the same shape repeated there. Then here, all of it touches there. Oh, well, these all touch and these 2 can see it. Unfortunately, we don't have the same thing with orange or yellow. So now we have to start looking for where colors are all contained in specific rows. So I think I've got one. We'll have a look. So here we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 in 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, which means the star cannot appear here, and that actually forces it there and there. And something has gone horribly wrong because now I can't place it at all in brown. Fantastic. So I've done something very wrong there. So that part with orange was right. Let's have a look at that. So 4. Yeah, I've got 4 fully contained. So that should be. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to have to look at this a different way. I do want to see where my logic was going wrong there, because it all seemed very right to me. Ah, because it's not fully contained. Right. I don't know why, but I was looking at it as if that was fully contained. It most definitely is not. Oh, that was not right. Okay. So now I need to find another approach. Just noticed that there was some that I hadn't finished putting back from earlier. Okay, I've definitely not got enough filled out for look aheads. Okay. I don't tend to have this much trouble with the hard this early on. So, what am I missing? That part sorted. Hmm. I'm just trying to look for regions where stuff is fully contained. And I'm not really seeing any. If I do that, I intersect too many. I've only got orange and blue fully contained. How about, like, I'm trying to look down from this one. Oh, not getting there. Okay, this is odd. Usually I'd spot a little more than this. Okay, so something I hadn't noticed is when we did the 2 columns over here, that forces orange to be here. Which forces grey to be here. Okay. feel a little bit better about that now. 1, 2, 2 across 5, 4 even. Hey there. Glad you can make it. It caught me as I'm struggling a little with the difficult Starstruck for today. I blitz through the easy and then I keep stalling on this one. Just struggling to find an in. No worries. Oh, hi, Rob. Good to have you back again. Hmm. Yeah, so right now I'm just trying to figure out what leaps of logic I have missed. Massive, but I've also missed that this square is excluded because these four all touch it and this one sees it. Not really getting that far with this one. Oh, okay. So that has, like, that one itself hasn't given me anything, but one thing I have spotted is now that I've taken care of the grey, in these right-hand two columns, the star has to be in one of these two regions, which means the rest of those regions can be blocked off. That one is excluded because of this pair here. Again, I'm just looking for fully encompassed regions. And I'm not really spotting any. Ah, you made it. Uh, well, whilst I'm struggling with this one, there is an ad break about to start, so I will pause the puzzle so that those of you who are about to be interrupted don't miss me failing to solve any of it. And I will carry on as soon as the ad break is over. So I'll still be available in chat and stuff. I just won't be actively solving. Oh no, really? That's a shame. And welcome back from the outbreak. We'll crack on with Starstruck now. Okay. So, like I said, I'm just attempting to find places where we have color overlaps and things like that. Fortunately, there is where there's a fixed amount of overlaps, and unfortunately, I keep finding places where there's just a little too much. So, oh, right. So one thing I have missed is this little region here cuts off from all of that. That might actually help quite a lot. Yeah. So one of the first things I'm spotting is no, that wasn't it. Nearly fell into a similar trap as I did earlier. But if I look below that line, two, okay. I can do the other thing that I was looking at though. So one, two, no, because it goes into there. That one doesn't actually work. So let's go back and then we'll look below the line, which is what I was initially going to do. One, two, three, four. No? Maybe? Yes. So we have one, two, three, four rows, and one, two, three, four regions fully covered, which means it cannot be in this box, which gives us this one. That might not be right, actually. It's not fully covered. I keep doing this. I keep seeing the divide over this one, and for some reason thinking that it's fully covered. And that's not how it works. But the orange does have to be in this column, which does give us that. Oof, this is going to be a long one. I keep just like not being able to see the entire puzzle properly. Okay, so what else am I missing? Okay, so this little shape here does actually take away from this one because these three here touch and this one can see it. That gives us the yellow in a line. So I was accidentally correct with the green, with the orange. That gives us the green. Oh, wrong. Yes, I know. I pressed the wrong button. So easy to accidentally double click them. So, thanks to the orange here, that has given us all of the green along this row, which means we can exclude there. Right, that's what I was trying to do. Purple now has to be here, which means blue can't be there. What else have we got? Okay, now, I don't actually think that does. I was going to say this, and this are all in a 3, but that doesn't accomplish anything because those are the only ones present in the 3 anyway. Ah, blue is in a line, which means that can't be there. That has to be there. Thanks to those, that exclusion there. Purple has to be there. No, that's wrong. I'm getting ahead of myself there. Because blue has to be there. But purple had to be in the column, and I was thinking a little too far ahead. That gives us the orange. And then we get the green up here, purple. Okay, that one actually gave me a lot more pause than usual. I'm happy with that one. I didn't have to use any look aheads. I don't like when I get a win purely out of look aheads, but I enjoyed that one. From there, we will move on to the Sudoku. Thank you very much. The general rules for Sudoku are we need to fit the numbers 1 through 9 exactly once in every row, column, and 3x3 box. For the easy, I always do my best not to use any notes within each cell. So, as an example, I'm going to put a couple in that I know are wrong just from a quick look. I try not to use these notes at all, and use the easy as a warm up. So first, I'm going to go through, see if we've got any gimmies. So another one is going to be in this, for this box is going to be in this column, which using this one as well eliminates that one. Just because I don't use the notes doesn't mean as I solve as though they aren't there if I can remember that the exclusions should be happening. Okay. Right, so the 3, so that's already there. I just didn't even see it. That nearly ended badly. Okay, so the 4s we get there, and these two look across to make us have that one. The rest of it solved down quick. This 5 here makes this one a 5. This one, and this one gives us this 5, and that one combined with here gives us this one. Gives us the last one down here. 6s. Okay, so that one gives us this 6 in this box. Both of these 6s look up into the top left box, giving us only there for it. This 6 here means the 6s have to be across here in the right hand box, which means combined with this one, the 6s have to be there. It doesn't give us enough to go off to solve out the last of the 6s quite yet, though. It will when I backtrack in a second, though. So 7s have to go there. Looking up, that forces 7 into that box. And if we look at the 6s again... No, I was thinking about it the wrong way. So where else can we fit 7s? Okay, using this one and the fact that 7s need to be here. Look down, we get this one. That appears to be it. Quick solve on 7s. Not seeing a quick 8. 9s. Okay, so using this one, and the fact that it has to be there, we can put the 9 here, and then using these two, hey, could see you, and then using them, we get there. This one here gives us that 9 there, which combined with this one, that's a 9 there, and then the very last 9 goes here. This one and the fact that they have to go there gives us the one here. Twos. Okay, so the 2s have to go here, which forces 1 here. And that leaves only 8s there, and this one, looking across, gives us this 8. else have we got? I think I jumped ahead after 2s there, didn't I? Yeah, not seeing anything quick with the 2s now. Okay, so this 3 looks across here, makes the 3 have to go here, which, after you exclude these, gives us a 3 here. And then these 2 look up here, and this one across, which leaves only there for 3. And we're left with paired 3s here. So they'll solve down once we fill more of the box sets out. I'm still not seeing quick solve with those 4s. 5s are already done. 6s. 6 has to go there, which excludes from here, which gives us this one. These 2 look up here. It gives us these. There we go. 7s. No, I think I can see quickly. I know that this isn't the most efficient way of solving a Sudoku, but it's how I always warm up for the easy one. Okay, so we're just left with one box there for the 1. 1 now has to fit there and there. We're still left with paired 1s here. 2s are still paired. 3 has to go there and there. Okay, so this 4 and this 4 give us this one, and these 2 now give us this one, and this one gives us the last 4 here. 7 has to go there, there. 7's the only thing missing from this column. Now we've got a couple of boxes we can fill just with what's remaining. So let's go on to do that. 1, I think there's 2 missing from here. Up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then across this row, it's 1, 2. That goes 2 there. And the last 2 is there. 7. Nothing quick. 8, 8, 8. Gives 7 there, 7 there. And then the very last box is a 1. That wasn't too bad. Oh. No, that wasn't the last box. Oof. Oh, silly me. No, that wasn't too bad. From there, we'll move on to the medium. Just having to reload because of the navigation bug that the front page has. Okay, so I do use notes here, but firstly, I'm going to go through and start doing passes for any easy gimmies that they might have given me. So, thank you. So, using quite a few of the 2s, we get this one. This one. Down, we can't get the last ones yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing any gimmies with 3s. 4s. Nothing quick and easy. 5s. Okay, so this 5 gives us this one. And now that we've got that one, we know that this is 5. Doesn't solve out any for us though. At 6, go here. The 6 has to be across here. So when you combine it with this one and this one, that gives us 6 here. doesn't actually give us much else yet, but still useful. 7 has to go here because this one and this one. So the 7 has to go there and there, which means the 7 has to be here or here. I'm going to make a quick note of that because we might end up with paired 7s later, which like when numbers appear in pairs, it makes the rest of the box quite easy. So we have an 8 there and there, there. And we might end up with paired 8s across the box in these 2 rows. Nothing quick and easy with the 9s. So now I'm going to start looking at individual boxes. We have to have a 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we got 9. Look at this one. We'll put the numbers in just in case it pairs later down the line. Hey, Chelsea, good to see you back. So yeah, I'm glad I put the 1s in there because it makes it a lot easier to see that I have 1s that go there. And now I also know that that's a 1-2 pair, so nothing else can go in these boxes when I'm just looking at this box. So the 3s go here. 4. Okay, no pairs in the rest of the box yet. Yeah, it doesn't look like I'm getting any other pairs. So 6, 7, 8, and then 9. Okay, so we have a 4, 9 pair, which doesn't actually give us anything for the rest of the box. Let's have a look up here. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a 3, 6 pair. That means this has to be the 7. We will look down at this central box now. Itchy nose. 2, 3. Not got much to go on with the 3s here. Oh, but we do know this is a 4, which makes... Oh, no, I haven't finished the box yet, so I can't do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, good job I didn't do that. Because we have a nice little triple there. Okay. We'll have a look at the bottom box now. Okay, that gives us something interesting with the 1s, because they're excluded entirely from this row. In those boxes, it will have to be there. Again, that might give us some nice paired 1s later. Now, let's go back to the box I was actually trying to look at there. 4, 5. Not a lot with the 6. We do actually solve 7, though. 8, and yeah, it's quite a bit there with the 9. Oh no, sorry to hear that. Go take your time, look after yourself, mate. Okay, so that gives us the 5 there, just because we've already filled out 6. 7 has to go here and here. Okay, so that's paired. That's right. So the 8s are paired there. So we've got nowhere else excluding the 8s, but that also means that the 9 can only go in here with the 4s. which they could, which is how it would have turned out anyway. I just haven't spotted it yet. Let's have a look at this one. Yeah, no worries. One goes, okay, so because of that, we now know that the one has to be there. Because that row, or that column of ones in this box excluded it from being here. And it looks like we've accidentally got 7, because 7s are going to have to go here and in here, which means they'd pair-ish. And it would have to go here because of this 7 here. Which means this is a 4-9 pair, because that's along the column it is. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself again. I was meant to be looking at this box, so let's get back to it. It's the 2s. Not a lot to go with the 3s, so let's just get them all in there. 4s have to go here. 5s across the center. 6 is already done. 7, bottom 8, and lastly the 9s have to go along bottom. Okay, that means we have a 7-9 pair here because it's the only place it appears in these boxes. We also have a 1-3 pair here, which would have excluded it from being in the other boxes. So there's a couple of different ways to get there. We can't exclude down from anything else in that box yet. So we'll carry on. There's 2s go here. Still got quite a bit where the 3s can be. I don't think I've got a lot excluding the 4s from this end. No, I do not. So unfortunately, it looks like the 4s are going to go in everywhere. 5s, we also have a lot of space for. 6, column, 7, 8 across the center. And how about 9? Yeah, 9 goes in all of it. Okay. So I thought we were going to get lucky with a few nice clean pairs in places, and turns out that's not the case. So now I've got to start looking through and seeing if there's places I can start pairing down. So I've got the 1 pair there, 3-6 across there, nothing with a 4-9 across here. 5-6, no. Okay, so if I have a 4-9 pair along this row, it means it's the only place that 4-9 can go. So I can remove from here and here, here and here, here and here. That gives us the 1 there. This is 6, 4. Okay, but I think like there's a chance that that was like the linchpin for what I needed to just start solving down the notes. Yeah, it looks that way, which is very handy. I like it when that happens. Yeah. Yeah, it's just following the notes down now. And the last one. Fantastic. Okay, I like that one. Ah, thank you very much. Since I've set up a link tree, it's a lot easier to just put all any links as like I grow the channel and reach and stuff like that. Like insert that site and then just on each of them put a link to the link tree. Hey, good to see you. You joined just as I finished the medium Sudoku. I got real bad news because there's an ad starting very soon. You couldn't have timed that one worse if you'd have tried. So yeah, just before I jump into the hard, there is an ad coming. So I'm not going to start that until after the ad break is done, because you've come here to watch me solve some puzzles. It wouldn't be fair if I solved them while the ad was on. So I will be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back. Said before the break, we're going to jump straight into the hard. There has been a couple of losses on the difficult one, so we'll see what happens. Again, I'm going to start by seeing if there's any gimmies. Isn't usually much in the way of gimmies on this difficulty. Is the music not on? It should be. It says that it's playing. I can see it. It says it's playing. Oh, I see what's happened. I think... Yeah, I think I've accidentally turned it all the way down instead of muting it at the end of the credits and not turn it back up. Is it back now? Yeah, I'd pressed the wrong button at the very end of the last stream and accidentally muted it the wrong way, so it didn't play properly, or the volume didn't sort itself ready for this stream. Because I wanted it to try and fade out at the end of the credits. Yeah, like, I only tried the music in the last one. But I found some really nice free music. All the music is accredited at the end. It's also accredited in the last YouTube video as well, which went on yesterday. Because I didn't stream yesterday. Yeah, our internet connection was really bad yesterday. Hey! Thanks for joining. As you can see, I've not long got into the hard Sudoku for today. Just going through looking for the gimmies. I'm not finding any. This is going to be a tough one. So I'll start there. So I'm going to jump straight in with the notes. Start seeing if we can get any pairs put together. Hoping that we can solve some stuff down. It's looking like. Okay, so we did find a naked knife. And now we'll look at this. I think we're going to start with the boxes that have actually got numbers in. Thanks! Yeah, so I found some free music online the other day and put together a very short list. It's like a 15-16 minute loop of a handful of tracks. It might grow a bit longer in future. If it does, then like you'll be able to find all of the accreditations during the credits and in the YouTube description. So, yeah, like I said, I'm working on the notes for these at the moment. Okay, I think I've already spotted where there's going to be a pair. So the 8s can theoretically go everywhere, but we have a 4-8 pair here, which means this can't be an 8, and this one also can't be a 4-8 because they will have to go there, which gives us a 5-9 pair, which is probably going to come in quite useful for looking at the rest of the boxes. So I'm going to look at this left-hand box now. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Get these notes. 5, 6. Ooh, nothing for the 7s. Yeah, nothing for the 8s. 9s we only have here. It's not a lot to go on in that box. We'll have another look at that later. So we've got this one now. 3, 4, 5. So then the 6s match. Okay. 7s. Fortunately, we don't have anything to go off. And the 8s. No. Okay. So we'll have a look at the top right now. So thanks to these noted ones and these, we know the ones can only go here. The Sudoku, I can see what the hard one would. Like, as you can see, even I don't always solve them. Like, we've got the point score just below me, and I've got a couple that I've failed. So, like, don't beat yourself up about it. Like, it happens. Okay, what about it gets you? Like, just out of curiosity. Okay, so too many numbers, sure, but the numbers could be anything. It could be letters, it could be symbols. It's not about like having to do maths. The numbers are just placeholders in Sudoku. Like, no, I can kind of get it with the whole like it just looks like a bunch of numbers, but the game isn't about the numbers. It's about putting in like the symbols uniquely, and numbers are as good a thing as any to work with. So, like, it could have easily been the letters A through D, E, G, H, yeah, A through I, and you'd end up with the exact same puzzle. Not seeing anything. Oh, it's doing it. Sixes. And sevens. Apparently, I didn't actually put any sevens up here. That was not very clever of me. I think I accidentally started trying to solve things wrong there. And okay, is that actually a blank 7? 1, 2, 3s, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Oh, I forgot to put the 8s in here. Apparently I am having a hard day of it. Because the 8s have to go there, remove them from here. Yeah, this one isn't really jumping out at me at all yet today, which is okay, it happens. I don't mind trying puzzles that are too hard for me. The only way that we get better at them. And also, there's nothing wrong with knowing your limits. Okay, so we don't have anything to include the 4s. 5s. Okay, we've got a little help here, and I think I might have accidentally been miskeying something, because no 5s in here, apart from that one. There should be 5s across here. Yeah, apparently I only did part of this box. I have to look through this box again, because it seems like I've been accidentally deleted. That's right, because of the 7, 5, 8, yeah. 9, yeah. So go back to this one that I was trying to fill out. We got to the 4s, so 5s, thanks to here. We only have 5s here, here, here. 6, and we get it in all the corners. 7. Like I said, the numbers are just placeholders. As long as it's unique things going in. Like, you could have the letters from A through I, or random exclamation symbols. So long as it's about finding unique combinations. So, yeah, 2, 3. Oh, 3's another box. Nearly missed that entirely. That would have been bad. 3's in all the corner. 4. Oof. Not a lot to work with. 5. Just in the corner. 6 is just in the corner. Right. Trying to double check the corners later, because that sounds like a 4, 5, 6 triple with corners. Which will let me exclude quite a bit. And the 8's there, and the 9's. There we go, here, here, here. Right, so I'm just going to use this box here for it. Ah, no, not quite, because the 4's here. No, we've got enough other numbers that did not form the triple that I was hoping. No, because they're not. Oh, thought I was onto something. Okay, I can see something else. So along here, along this row, we have 4, 8, 4, 8 in pairs. That means we can eliminate 4, 8, 4, 8, 4. That gives us a 6 here. So this is 2, 5 pair along. Let's go to this 4, 1. Splitting any more pairs quickly, so we'll just have a look at filling in this center box. Okay. Fours. Next to this 4, 8 pair. We'll only go here. Keyboard just decided not to respond for some reason. Double check that everything else is going in properly. Yeah. Right, 5. Here. 6. Right, so we have a 6, 3 pair. These are the only places that 3, 6 can go. So nothing else can go in these boxes. It actually gives us the 7 here. don't have anything for the 8s, unfortunately. Okay, we've got this row of 8s up here, which actually gives me the 2. It also gives me this 2. That's now the only place a 5 can go. So let's have a look at the 8s. Right, this is a 3-6 pair, so the 8s can only go here. And the 9s can go here. It actually gives us a naked 8 there. Naked 8 here. This is the 1 and the 8 there. 9. One. I think we've got a nice little cascade of the notes going on here. So this is I like it when this happens. And apparently I have done something wrong in this top box. Fantastic. So let's go through it again. See what numbers I have missed. Where? Okay. That's the 4s. 5. 6, 7. That should have been 8 there. Okay. I don't know why I removed the 8 on that one. But we've still got other numbers to solve from the notes now. Anything else that is now solved down that I can sort? It does not look like it. That's fine. Now I just need to start going through and looking for what logic I can apply. So I need to go through the rows. Also need to look at the numbers. So 4, 5, 6 is a triple. It's gotta be something. We had a nice little cascade earlier. Why couldn't that have kept going? Okay, so that's not solving down quickly, so I'm going to have to look box by box again, I think. I'm just trying to see where I can make exclusions. Oh, just a 1 there. There, just because of how much going on in the boxes. See if that's happened anywhere else now. Yeah, it's happened with some of the 2s. Okay, so hopefully we get this little streak carrying on, but I doubt it. Okay, so that actually gave us an 8-5 there that I didn't spot. What's 5 there? there and finishes the 5s. 6s are across here with oh, that was anyway. There, there, and there. It's the only place in this box is 7. That being the 7, removes the 7s. The 8s. Oh, that's also giving us the 3 here. Here, 9 there. Okay. That's 7-3 pair. That means this 3 can't be there, so that's going to be the 8. We've got another 7-3 pair, which means this is the 9. Yeah. Fantastic. I think things are starting to solve down now, so it shouldn't be too long until we are done. Okay, this is in this row, this column here, sorry, this is the only place an 8 can go. 3, 4, and 7 in that box. We get the 8, 7, 4, and 3, 7, 3, 4, 8, 7, and 3. Fantastic. Ooh. I know it took me a little over 20 minutes, but I quite enjoyed that one. Yeah, I think that one went quite well. Well, it's all over now, so you don't have to worry about those numbers anymore. There are other puzzles with numbers that we'll be looking at soon, but not that one. I think now we're going to move over to the Wordle and try and get this done before the ad break comes in. Because we're trying to be quick, let's start with Blitz. Okay, so that wasn't that useful. Eliminated T, which is a very common letter. Same with the I. Quite a lot we've eliminated with the T and the I. I keep trying to think of words that have gone. Let's try. Well, it couldn't have been that because of the big. Is the IMU. This means we're probably looking at this. It can't be fiber. It can't be the I has already gone. Right, that's a nice little Gilmore Girls reference for anyone who knows it. The Uber, which is not legally distinct enough for Kirk's solicitors. Oh, I know what it is. It's a thing that I rarely am on the weekend. Fantastic. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one. That one solved down a lot quicker than I was expecting. I think it was thanks to the eye going with my first guess that I was able to get this, because I'd have gone with fibre myself if the eye hadn't already gone. Okay, let's see how we do with the very first tips. See if we can get it done before the ad break. So I do need a pen for this one. Okay. Well, this looks like hell. Okay, so this has to be the geometry. I'll try and check out that clip during the next ad break. What doubles have we got? So we know that the doubles have to be the 3s. To get to 10, we can't use the 3-2, which means we have to do it this way. So no, we can't do that. For these to be equal, the only way we can do it is with this double here. But there's no way to make 10 with 2. It's because I put it round in the wrong way round. Help if I wasn't being so blind about it. Not equal. So that goes there, and then it doesn't matter which way around, that goes in there. That one wasn't too bad. We'll jump into the medium, see if we can figure out my geometry before the ad break starts in a couple of minutes. I'm not sure I will. So 3. Alright, so this has to be 6s. We only have a few. We only have one blank, which means this 6 can't be used here, 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 or here. And also the double 6 can't come out of it, so that means I can get some of the geometry. This would have to be 5, 5, 6, because we can't have 6, 6, 4, because we just don't have enough 6s for it. We only have 3. This is going to have a 1 and a blank in it. The only way we can get to that is like this. The blank can go in any orientation. Do we have a single one that adds to 9? We do. We don't have a single one that adds to 6 though. Which means it has to be like that. Yeah, I can't quickly solve any more geometry. Right, so if this has to be a blank, the blank can go into either. I want to try it vertical. We need to use a 4 here, so that's 3. We need a 2 in here. It will have to go like that. 5, 6 in here. 5, 4 there. Wow! I think that's the fastest I've ever solved a medium. I'm very impressed by that one. Before we start the hard, we do have an ad break coming up, so we will wait until we're back from that so that no one misses any of my puzzling. See you all in a few minutes. Hi, welcome back everyone. We are going to be moving on to the hard hits from the New York Times now. I have done a lot better than usual on the other two. Oh my lord, what is this? I've had to zoom out for that. That's insane. Okay, so let's see what we can do with the geometry to start with. I am not a fan of this. Why do I have a sneaking suspicion that Artist U has clipped me at not an ideal moment? Okay, so we only have a couple of 4s, which means one's going to be taken up there. We only have a couple of 5s, which will go, one of them will go here somewhere. We've got quite a few 1s. So one thing I missed here, with this being an equals, and we already have a double there, that means it's going to have to go like this. Which I might be able to use as a little telling for breaking up which ones can actually be used. So I've got to find which ones I've got 4 of, as well as having a double of it. Okay, greater than 8 and greater than 9. So 10, 11, 12 across 1 is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, only 3, and then for greater than 8, it's all the same ones, plus 1. A few with a 1. Okay, so I just want to go through the ones that I've got and see which one can go in there. So 1 has the double. We've got a few over, so it can be 2. There is no double. 3, again, no double. 4, no double. 5, we do have the double, but we only have 1 additional 5. We need 2, so it can't be that. 6, we do have the double, and we've got a couple over. I've just realised we have double O and a couple over, so it could be 1, 6, or 0 that goes here. So I am going to clear that up. Oh, by the way, Hazel, this is the sort of one that you should hate more than Sudoku, because this one actively involves numbers. So this was 1, 6, 0, wasn't it? Yeah, 1, 6, 0. Okay, so there's a few ways I can get to 3 if I use the double blank here. Okay. No, I cannot use... Oh no, I've got loads of zeros. Yeah, like... don't worry, even I struggle with this difficulty at the pips, like, a lot of the time. Like, if I fail this one, then I have failed half of the pip the hard pits that I've ever attempted on the show. So technically, no, because if I use that, yeah, no, I can't do that. And if I do, that would mean it was a... Yeah, so, if we try this to get a 3, to get 7 there, we need a 6. I don't have 6 blank. That is the wrong way around, so that doesn't actually work. That does. There we go. So now I have to do that, and then it could be any of these going in, and we still have the 00 to go into here. So let's try that. So if I try this, what ones will it look? Because at the top there, this has to be a 1. With 00, it doesn't matter which way round these go, as long as they go in. If I assume that is level 5, do I still have 1s left over? Yes. What am I missing in here? I need a 4. Okay, so I use... Okay, yeah, I can do that. 4, 2. No, 2, 1. Right, greater than 9. Alright, so firstly I need a double there. Greater than 9. Greater than 8. Four on there. And oh my god. Guys, we are on a roll. It usually takes me like 20 odd minutes if I'm going to get the hard difficulty. And like several false starts. Like that was fantastic. If we carry on like this, it's going to be a really short stream. Alright, so from here, I think we'll move over to the chess puzzle. So let's load up the daily. So I am going to wind back. I already solved that one. So I'm going to wind back to yesterday's, because like with there being no stream yesterday, and it being easy enough to access older daily puzzles, we can just play a little bit of catch up. So not a smothered mate. So smothered mates are usually performed by a knight maneuver. So one thing I can do is I can move the knight here. The knight will not be under threat thanks to their own knight, but I will have a check on. And I have sneaking suspicion from there I'll have to move to here. And then the queen will be guarding. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay. Okay, so I got as far as I have to move in with the knight, and now suddenly I'm in a bit of trouble. Oh, am I coming back here and then getting the rook? Yeah. Oh. No, there is something wrong with me today. I think it might have been the fried breakfast sandwich I had before I got on, because I've never clean sweeped like this before. Usually I need hints and I make a couple of missteps on the daily. Come on. Button. Where's the button? Well, I just have to type that more. And then we can move on to the second daily, where you get a bonus one, and we'll still count it towards the tracker. So, white to move. When push comes to capture. Okay, so this is about pushing pawns to be able to get captures. Okay, there's only so much I can do here because I can't actually beat this one to the back line. So is it push comes to capture? That is a really, really hard name. Okay, I can make bonus time by coming here. No, okay. When push comes to capture, just keep running. Okay. No. Okay, let's do it. Am I just meant to keep going? Yes. Okay. I see what the tactic is here. Yeah, because if we roll it back one move while the king is there, the moment you queen, they are checked, which actually gives you the one they got for free. Yeah. So I had a little more trouble with that one. I don't know what's wrong with this, but the little button that I have to my side here to be able to update the tracker doesn't work properly, but only on the daily solves. So now we'll move on over to more general chess puzzles. We always solve to get the daily 3, just because that's the amount that chess.com actively give you extra bonus points for. And after that, I'll keep on till the streak breaks. So let's see what the first one it gives us is. Black to move, looking for checkmate. Well, the first thing I can see is we can move the rook here, and then the king can't escape any of these ways. Also can't take because of the knight. Oh. Okay, so that was not it. Chase it in, come back down. Oh, and then move up here. Yeah. Okay, so that's, I'm not going to come on to solve. Right. White. Okay, so with this line being opened up, that's the knight. We are protected when we go here. That is white to move, looking for mate. I think it's as simple as just running the queen all the way to the back line. Because the king's just got no escape and nothing can defect it. Black going in for mate. So with the knight protecting the square, should be able to just dive in here. Yeah. So that's the daily 3. And I will go until at least the streak ends. white looking for mate. Okay. I end up breaking my streak here because I'm struggling with this one. Could I just move king forward one and then advance this pawn? I can advance that pawn now, actually. Yeah. Ah, and then we can lock it in entirely by taking this pawn. Took me a second, but I got there. Black looking for mate. I think this might be one. Yeah, so I think it's knight here, and then king can't actually escape. Oh, I've just realised I didn't actually switch over to the general puzzle. So you've heard me describing all these, and you've not seen any of them. I am so sorry. Yeah, you guys were still looking at the board from the daily. Got to switch scene. I am very sorry. But yeah, I am in line. You can see here, I've got my little streak of 5. Right, so where are we? Black to move, looking for mate. Yeah, well, you should have said something. Black to move for mate. I think it's just here, because then the queen's guarded by the pawn. And the king can't escape. Yeah. Get a nice little streak going. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Right, way to win material. I hate the ones where I'm looking for material. Because the easiest ways to get material are with forks, and I cannot see a good fork here. There to save my knight. And take that pawn, and then I can get in here for that. Yeah. Oof. That one I struggled with, but I got there. White to move. Black has blundered 8. I think I can just run the rook to the back of the board. And then the king can't escape out here because of my knight. Fantastic. White to move, looking for mate. Where is the king? Down here. I can get a check here. Actually, if I use this one to come down to check. It has to move that way. And then I can bring queen down here. Maybe. Move the knight here. Take the queen, and then I can bring my queen in. I think it's this. No? Okay, that's streak broken. So I'm going to have a look. Okay, so I was right with the first one. Okay. It's not going to explain why. Which is a shame. Oh, what's it doing? Analysis board on PNG. Ah, so here we've gone on to like a little stockfish thing. So from here, it's not letting me do it. Okay, so that's the move that they made. So then, is that just mate, is it? Of course, the bishop guards everything, right? Hadn't even spotted that that was mate. Oh, feel a bit silly now. So although you didn't see all, you got to see a good run of chess puzzles there. I think with that, all that's left is actually the telegraph. So, we'll have a look at the cogs, sorted, and plus word. So, first thing to look for is, I want to try and find the long word. It's a crossword that's already solved, and we've got to rotate blocks of letters into the right place. Right, it's not going to be that one unless it's a Welsh word. That is not a combination I can see, so it could be bad. Oh. Arrow. Oh, okay, let's see if we can get the one across the middle then. Ooh, I've had a good time with these, alright. Yeah, at the moment I am just rotating, looking for anything. Alright, so I've got stir. Out. Ah, outright. Okay, right. This means I've got some of them. What? Right, so I like that. Gosh, doesn't. I don't like it, but it's there. Okay, so we've got sun. Hard copy. Fantastic. Right, so that golf club. Oh, fantastic. But it's going to be wrong, isn't it? Hard copy yob. Yobbo. Ooh, that's Boggles. Defer. And then I can already see what this one, the bottom one's going to be al fresco. Yeah. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Right. Right. The interface is the main problem with this one. Actors who have played the Doctor in Doctor Who in order. Okay, so Shootigatwa is one of the latest ones, then 10 after him. I can never remember what order the early Doctors are, so I'm going to submit this, see how close I was. I knew I was right about the two modern ones. Mountain ranges by length. Oof. The Rockies are pretty long. I don't know if the Alps are that long. Himalayas, probably. Nope, nothing right at all. Okay, so I've got that bit so far. Does that mean the Alps are the biggest? No? Okay, yeah, so that one was trial and error. Geography is not my strong suit. Positions held by Boris Johnson in order. Most recently, he was MP before he was... No, he was Maryland before he was Prime Minister. Okay, that's right. Okay. Right, yeah, yes, he was Secretary of State for Cameron before he became Prime Minister. Okay. So we've only got plus word left on here. I'll go back and do some bonus puzzles on Netflix in a bit. But firstly, we've got the ad break coming up. So we'll switch over to that before we do anything more with the Telegraph and any bonus puzzles. Welcome back. Apparently there's some clicking on the feed. I can't hear anything. Could be my chair, could be my mouse and keyboard, but apparently it sounds something different to that. Could even be something at your end. Right, let's have a look at the plus word. So the plus word is a cross between a mini crossword, and at the end of that we then have clues to try and solve a wordle. Kind of gun. Shotgun rifle. I've never heard that. It could be my chair. Or it could even be, I might have knocked the stand that my phone is on. That's either LE or EL. I can never remember. Nitrous. Oxide. Animals, such as 8 across, bull, eagle, animals, so that'll be birds. Mix of rain and snow is sleep. Clothing that might be surrounding robes, like a certain type of symmetry. Ixial? No, that's a dirge. Axial. Confuse, addle. Oh, it's a radar gun. I don't like that. Reset for solid. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. I. The other letters we have are O, E, and G. Right, we're not always given all of them. Oh, still got everything from last time. So let's start making notes. So the O can't go here. So here we can have the D, and G. We do not know if that's not very clearly a D, is it? So not O, because we've got the yellow for that. So G, D, the last one. I don't know if it's an extra I, but I'm going to assume. O, G, D, question mark. O, G, question mark, because we've only been provided 4 out of the 5. I wish we had some form of clue for the last one as well. O, D, G. Okay, really don't like when we only get 4 out of the 5 letters. Oh, it's not easy. Goading? No. Doing. There we go. Okay. That's what it doesn't too bad. I always struggle with the pangram and the code words. Let's struggle with any bigger type of crossword than that. Apparently one of the puzzles I like to look up, but would have taken too long anyway, has disappeared. So I think that's it for Telegraph Puzzles. We'll play some of the extra puzzles on Netflix. So I will find the right... Come on. Let's get the right tab to load first. Right, so from here, I can just go to here. Right. So what is combo? I can't remember what it's called. Combine words into phrases that flow together. Okay, yes, so this is wordplay one. I did try this on the last stream. Brand new to Netflix. So we need to get from cotton all the way to candy, using words that flow into it. So cotton something. Cotton blend. Blend in field is I always get that wrong. Field work hard, and a hard candy. Okay, nice one. I like that. Combo's done. I quite like the waywards, so we will try that. Classic arcade games. So this one is a word search where we get a start point and end point. We have to build a path between them using words from the theme. If we find words that are not in the theme, it gives us bonus letters that will be somewhere in the path. So first, straight away, we've got Pac-Man, we've got Boggle, which is not an arcade game. Pole position. Is that one? I must have now slipped a little bit. Donkey Kong. Yeah, so we also get emojis that function as their own full word that can also be words. Yeah, like parts of words, like so. Frogger is one. Like sit, like position for that one. Gallagher, and then Tron. Oh, there's also a chest there. It's a bonus one. Crossover. So crossover is like a mini crossword where all of the letters are already filled out, just not necessarily in the right places, and we have to swap them around into the right places. We also have the emojis appearing again. Right. Feeling whilst reading a psychological thriller, maybe. So I don't know. Is that going to be afraid? No. Is there an F in here at all? There is not. Okay. Genre of fiction often associated with plays. Drama. Okay. A genre for Roberts and Daniel Steele. Man. Okay. It is fair. It's just they've been fancy about it. It's red. Stone that has bands of colour. Is it agate? Is that right? Yeah. Process of elimination, but I want to sort the clues off first. How I Met Your Mother, and an old sitcom. And enjoyed some Caesar salad and fries. You ate. That one wasn't too bad. I kind of like the crossover. We'll have a look at the key smash, which is we are presented with a collection of consonants. We have to find what the word is by filling in the vowels. We are given a clue. Game with Battle Royale mode. So apparently it's quite popular. Fortnite. Game enjoyed at block parties. Ho 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 ho. I was actually looking for a copy of Minecraft last night. Game whose Rainbow Road track is really hard. Mario Kart. Right, saying that, Rainbow Road is infamously one of the hardest tracks in every version of Mario Kart. Game whose falling shapes stress me out. It's funny because there's actually been a load of studies done about Tetris helping with trauma, as in helping to calm people down with trauma. Game with a funny acronym. The acronym is LOL, and it also gave us a great TV show that's called Arcane. Okay, so the problem here is me knowing how to spell league. Yeah, I have to look that up. For a guy who got a short story published a few years back. Okay. There we go. So apparently that's how you spell league. That's a marriage, just not League of Legends. There we go. And go on, I will do the Bonza as the last one before we call it the day. I know it's seeming like a very short stream today, but we seem to blitz through all of the puzzles. They usually take me a while. Okay, so I'm going to take that as the hint being things that are small, like and minute. I can actually see the word small. Is that going to be itty bitty? Just try and leave that one out of the way there. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to start working around the verticals I've built now. Okay, so it's going to be micro. Oh, okay. I need to just need to make some space here. So micro. Go. Ick. Okay. Teeny. I'm struggling with this last one. Ah, took me a while. Minuscule. Yeah, I'm not going to bother with the shapes of the jigsaw. I think somehow that's our fill today. We got through all the Netflix ones really quickly. Same with all of the Pips and the Wordle. We had a fantastic run with the chess puzzles. I don't know how it's only been 2 hours. Usually, that amount of puzzles would be going until at least past. Yeah, thanks very much. I'm surprised that it's so short today. Usually, that amount of puzzles would take me to well over 2.5 hours. But today, we just seem to breeze through them. I don't know. Must just be a lucky day. Touch wood. So yeah, I guess that's it for the stream today. I'm a little surprised, but I guess that's how it goes. If you do like any of the music we've had on in the background, all of the accreditation for it is going to be at the top of the credits. So feel free to check out those artists. Thanks to those of you who were able to join, and we will see you next time.